Hello, hello, Moonlight Mafia. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend. I know we are. Look who I've got with me. Oh, whoa! So we've got a special guest, Mr. Landon Moon. Boogie Wendy.
Say hey! Hey, say
hey! You want cheers with us? All right. And we have his dad, the SARS,
Hey,
Dylan.
Dylan.
Hey, everybody.
I know. So, and what are we drinking tonight? So, right now we're drinking some Childress Muscadine sparkling wine. Cheers.
Landon.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Landon.
Cheers. You want cheers? Come here. Let's cheers with PJ Mask. You want cheers? Okay, come here. Come here with cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Hey, welcome. Welcome in. Glad to have all of y'all here.
Cheers.
Cheers again.
Cheers.
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 So glad to have y'all in. We had a big day yesterday with Mr. Landon. We went out to the beach down in Virginia Beach, specifically at Chicks Beach, which is up in the Ocean View area of Virginia Beach. Had a big time, and we plan on making a video, which will premiere during the Raid Parade this Friday. And, it's been great. And we did not put together a format, so we may be a little hit or miss here. We're going to try to... All right, come on. Here's Mama. He's got his training underwear on. And just before we came on, guys, guess what Landon did? We got news for Dylan and all of the Moonlight Mafia. He pooped in the potty. Yeah.
He was not happy. It scared him. He thought he was going to see pee. He stood up and he was like, oh.
Getting big.
Yeah, he sure is. And he played so good yesterday. I think he's going to grow up to be a doctor, specifically a surgeon, Dylan.
Yeah.
He cut me in half. He cut my arms off. He cut my legs off. He cut off my body in half.
Yeah.
And to make sure that I was under and I didn't feel any of it, he would knock me out with a stick. So
pop in the head if we started moving.
Fantastic job.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to do here right quick, we're going to go through and see who all's here. We've got someone new to the Moonlight Mafia here saying what's up is what in the world. Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. We also have our friend who also has a great channel, River Sticks Outdoors. They helped push us over that 500 mark, and we could not be happier and more appreciative of that. Thank you so much, River. We really, really appreciate it. Go on over there if you're into the outdoors, if you're into van life. He has a fantastic channel. Give him a like and subscribe. Our friends just down the road in South Kakalaki, the Funnel Heads, welcome back home. I know y'all had a fantastic trip.
Well,
Great trip.
How's little man doing? Did you even see that? Because I forgot to ask you about it.
I just watched their premiere. I was watching their
2 days before they got off.
They went to Alcatraz, so check that out. But what happened?
He got COVID.
Oh, no.
The little one got COVID.
Poor little fella.
So they had to put him down in the quarantine room
man.
for their last couple days.
Poor guy. I hope he's feeling better. How is little man? The Modigator, Anthony Simone in the house. Miss Megan, going green, Mom. Landon's in the house, in case y'all didn't know. He's making sure my phone's getting charged. It's amazing the things that Dylan and Dustin could not get away with that this guy gets away with. So, like, he has destroyed all of the challenge coins. He's over here trying to put the phone charger into the phone. Like, but it's all good. I don't care. Like, he can just tear everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like 3 seconds behind, and we can hear that everybody can hear Landon in there.
Oh, and the goat. Say hey to Dad. There's Dad.
Put him over here.
Here, you want to get over here and say hey to Dad?
Say hey, Dada.
Where's look. Okay. Well, hang on. Let me give him another. It's mine.
Josh's.
Let me give him another. Let me give him a different to play with.
Hey, look, is that? Say hey,
Say hey.
Dada.
Hey.
Say hey, Dada.
Little kisses. Oh, okay, hold on.
Here, play with that.
Ooh.
Hey, we got to improvise, baby. We got to improvise. It's going to be a great show because you're going to get to see all kinds of crazy stuff here.
Yeah.
All right. Miss Meg, the goat of all mods. Michael Ann, Spoiled Mama, happy birthday to your son. Happy birthday. We've got Lisa's Cruise Adventures. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping in. We've got Miss Diane Phoenix. Welcome in, Diane. All right. Mr. Paul Vines and the Going Green Mom, Miss Megan. Exactly. Please remember to hit that thumbs up. Hit the alert bell if you haven't, because we've always got something going on like this. It's always shenanigans. It doesn't matter if Landon's here or not. There's something. There's something always going on. All right. I said Paul, right? Did I get Paul?
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, I got Paul. So Funnelheads, the dates of the booze cruise. Let me make sure that nobody has responded to you yet. This is crazy of me to go all the way down the chat like this, because now I'm going to have a hard time finding my place. There we go. With the dates of the booze
one
cruise
for next year,
2023.
Okay.
Chastity's going to look it up. We're going to look up the booze cruise here right quick.
I'm making sure that.
Maybe she will.
Well, because I have that on. Thank you. You can keep going. I'll find it.
All right. Chas is looking up the dates of the booze cruise. She is the operations section, the producer, the head of thumbnail creation, and the head of Moonlight mod, thank you, video creation as well. She does a little bit of everything. There we go. All right. Meg got it.
Okay.
October 29th through November 5th. Thanks, Meg. Meg is the greatest mod of all time, and that's one of the many reasons that she is right there. All right. Let's see. Double A Ron Smith. Welcome in, friend. Glad to have you in. Thank you. Thank you. Desert Adventures in Arizona. Thank you so much for being in here. Thank you. Thank you. Our friend and YouTube mama, Antoinette at Fun. Hey, friend. Thank you for being here. Stream Elements. Thank you. We appreciate everything you do as a bot for us. Thank you so much. What else we got here? MGM Family Travel. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Welcome in. The grandma of all grandmas, Miss Sandra Crow.
Landon.
My grandma first, and your grandma second?
No.
No, not quite. Okay. Well.
Close.
You say hey?
Miss Najuma Brown. I know, Najuma, you're still licking the wounds from the loss on the Family Feud from last week, and I apologize for that, but we are the champions.
You're so no, actually, the wives are.
Well,
We beat y'all. So
welcome in, Miss Najima, and thank you for showing up. Whoa! Oh, you got it. Thank you, Landon. Thank you. All right, brother from another mother, Griswold Family Gay Family, not Family Gay Case. What's the matter, baby? Come here. Family Vacay, Mr. Danny in the house. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for showing up.
say hey.
There's Dad.
Say, both bacon.
Mwah.
So for those of y'all that don't know, Landon has not seen his dad in almost 4 months.
5
Almost 5 months.
since March.
Yeah, since March. Got 7 more months to go. But we're doing all we can to try and make it go by quicker for him.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Troy, welcome in, brother. Airborne all the way. Airborne all the way. But we appreciate his service. I know all y'all appreciate it as well. We also would like to thank all our moderators. And the one thing that I did not have queued up was the new mod video, but here we go. All right. So thank you guys, all our Moonlight moderators. We appreciate all your hard works and effort. If it weren't for y'all, we wouldn't be able to do what you're doing. And another group of people that we would not be able to do what we do were it not for them is our service members like Dylan. And Michael Ann says, thank you for your service.
Yeah. Thank you.
Miss Meg says, thank you for your service. And we know what everybody else knows. Our Moonlight Mafia are patriotic to the core, and they all thank you so much. Sorry, Najima, I can't help it. It's just, I got to rub it in. I just got to rub it.
He's just doing that because they lost to the wives. So,
hey, ask Dylan. I used to make Dylan cry on a regular basis when I would beat him in Madden, even when he was just
he was like 8 years old.
Yeah, I'm like, take that butt whooping. Take it. I'd make him shake my hand. Shake my hand, son, before you go to bed.
Oh.
Yeah, so continue. Thank you for your services. Desert Adventures in Arizona says USA, USA, USA. And yeah, I'm telling you what, greatest country on the face of the planet. Even when we are not at our best, we are still the best. Mm-hmm. And we're coming back, baby. We're coming back. It's all going to be good. You know, we've been down before. We'll come back. We'll come back.
Competitive much.
Hey, if you ain't first, you last. There was a great philosopher that once said that.
Yeah, very smart man.
Yeah, Danny said the wives smoke the husbands. You doggone right, son.
I think it was around 500 and something. Did y'all score any? Was it 0?
No, yeah.
No, I think
no. We did. We got one,
like 70
because
something.
we had to go to the 4th or 3rd, whatever round it was.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Now he's in there saying hey to Dada
from the living room.
Oh, I missed Ralu. Hello, Ralu69. Welcome in, friend. Thank you for stopping in. Not Richard Petty, the greatest of all time. Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you last. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's Ralu. All right, guys. So let's move on to, hang on.
Cruise countdown?
Cruise countdowns.
We're at 40.
40 days until we get on Symphony of the Seas. We are going to be celebrating not 43, as I said earlier.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So if y'all were on the Shootin the Breeze with Downunder, I said, hey, we're going on a cruise for our 43rd anniversary.
We're not even 43 years old.
Yeah. I hope to be married 43 years.
Yeah, but we're only 40.
If I'm not, it's because something happened to me, because I ain't leaving you. And I ain't never signing them divorce papers you keep trying to get me to sign.
Keep getting you to sign. Sign them.
She gets me drunk. She puts this paper in front of me. I'm
sign.
Like, no.
Sign
No.
It's for $1 million. Sign it.
It ain't my fault. You just realized that you married under and I married over.
Oh my gosh. Dylan's like,
just stop.
Dylan.
Just stop. So yeah, 40 days until our 23rd wedding anniversary that we will be celebrating on the Symphony of the Seas. We'll be flying down, spending the night in Miami, and then leaving out for a 7-day. Is it a 7-day or 8-day?
You surprised me with it.
I know, I booked it and I can't even.
You booked it, and then it's like,
anyway,
I booked this for you. Do the rest.
Our longest cruise on the largest ship we've ever been on.
It is 7 nights.
7 nights. We got a lot of friends on there. A lot of West Coast friends. We worked with Miss Betsy from Beach Please. She's a travel advisor. She helped us out with getting that taken care of. And we normally don't really care about like where we book. It's like, give us an inside cabin. We don't care. But she was able to help us out, and we got a balcony, and it's gonna be special. It's just a special time for us, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to say where all we're going?
I just burped. I was going to kiss you, but I burped. So on that cruise, we will be heading to. So we get 2 days at sea, which we love our sea days. Costa Maya, Roatan, Cozumel, another day at sea, perfect day at Coco Cay, and then we head back home. So
No,
we're
let's
fired
not talk
up.
about that part.
We're excited about it. Yeah, we're already looking. We're like, oh man. So yeah, Desert Adventures in Arizona says he's retired Air Force. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, USA. Thank you for your service, sir. We appreciate you very much. Antoinette, so are you saying you have one day until you take off on a cruise? Is that what I'm reading?
Wait,
here?
yes, because last week she was very, very close.
Yeah, wow. Jealous, not
That
jealous.
might be.
Jealous, not jealous. 64 days for the funnelheads. I'm going to say a bad word. That shit ain't fair. Y'all just did a back-to-back to Alaska. Back. That shit ain't fair. But no, yeah, that's awesome.
No.
I wish you guys were traveling with us. We're definitely – so I've got some things I need to talk to you about, Andrew, before those 64 days are up. I've got some big plans for each of us if you're willing to, put a hand out to a brother and sister that's about 1,000 subscribers behind you guys. I have some ideas, but we need to talk.
It seemed like they were gone on their cruise.
I know.
Forever.
I was missing them. And they said they were missing us. I think they're just being friendly, but
yeah, they can't really be missing us.
How can you miss me when I just won't go away?
Hey, Landon.
Hey.
4 days for Miss Lisa and Lisa's cruise adventures. We couldn't be more excited for you. Miss Meg, 216 days away. Oh,
what is that? That's going to be.
Is that the booze cruise?
No, that's not even. That would be like 400 days.
Well, you know what? I mean, y'all just got off a fantastic cruise with one of the greatest dudes I know, Mr. Paul Vines. And I may be presuming a little bit here. I may be a little presumptuous, but Paul Vines is 216 days away too.
Yep.
What's going on there? Are you guys in some sort of relationship?
Something sounds a little fishy.
I saw a picture on Facebook of a pair of tie-dyed slip-on or slides and
some cowboy boots. I was trying to figure out who they went to. I don't know. It was a very cute picture, though.
It was good picture. Miss Andy. Okay, 5 days from the Elation. All right. And that's out of Jacksonville, right? I think you're heading out of Jacksonville.
That's right.
Which is because a fantastic cruise
last week I was thinking she was 12.
Yeah.
So she's
not 12 years old. She's a very young lady.
12 days.
She's only about 29 years old, but she ain't 12.
12 days.
She's a grown woman.
Oh my gosh.
23. All right. Oh, okay. All right. I see what you're saying. 23 years for us. Thank you. Thank you, Desert Adventures. Thank you so much. Yes, 23 tears for her. 23 years for me. All right. 68 days for Miss Michael Ann. Congratulations.
That one would be the one with.
That's the Kenny Cruise.
Kenny Cruise.
Yep. And 67 days until Miami.
She's
so
going
that's the
to
meetup.
Yeah.
We need to see if we can at least do the meetup. I don't think we're going to be able to go on the Helping Hands for Cruising cruise. We may be able to go on this one, though, the 216 days from the second one with James Catanese. Yeah.
You didn't even know what that was a minute ago.
I'm smart.
You thought that was the booze cruise in October.
I was smart.
That's got to be what? March or something? 216? When is that? I
was smart. I don't know.
You're smart.
I was smart.
You know.
Antoinette said that, yes, that is out of Jacksonville. So Jacksonville is pretty awesome. I really like sailing out of Jacksonville. I mean, there's problems with it and there's good things with it. The problems is you don't really know when you're going to get out, but it's cool going out. I mean, I like going out of that port.
If you've never sailed out of there, park across the street because it's $10 a day, right? $10 across the street at the port. It's $17, and it's a gate. It looks a little sketch, I guess, but it is gated, and
they do a good job. They have a shuttle.
Yeah, there's a shuttle. We parked over there, and
it was not like parking in the city parking lot in Norfolk.
Okay, it is March
12th through the 19th. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of for going on a cruise in 23. So that may be one we can go on. So
maybe not, though, because that's when I get home.
Yeah,
But
we can't.
what you don't know is you're going on a cruise when you get back.
I ain't going on no cruise.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah, you are. We've been planning it.
Kaylee's already planned it. Like,
I'm not interested.
we've already got it planned that we're going to go to wherever this is out of, Miami or wherever. Like, you're going to think we're just going on a little vacation, and then we're going to put you on a cruise ship, and you won't have any way off.
Way to go. Now he knows what's going on.
He'll forget by March. He'll forget all about that.
Welcome in, Tommy. Welcome in, Ashley. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging in there with us for the duration last night during the World Wrestling Vlog. Adrian, if you did not get a chance to watch that, I don't like to promote our other channels on here, but I will for a minute. Worldwide Wrestling Vlog. Go over there, watch a replay. One of my former wrestlers, one of Dylan used to wrestle with him and his brother, went to school with him. Bumaye Adrian Thomas, he did a great job. His character is a cocky character, but he's a hard worker and he is a bad dude in real life. So he's got a lot to be cocky about. But it was a fun time. He did a good job. So be on the lookout for him to be doing big things.
It's out of Tampa. That March.
Yeah. So that was the other thing. That was the thing I was talking about with Sean and Alana, is that maybe I might be able to figure something out to be in Tampa.
Oh, wait. Is this the other one that they Helping Hands?
Yeah, this is the second Helping Hands for Prison. This is,
yeah.
They're taking James Cantonese on this.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was the same one.
Yeah. All right. So, producer, am I missing anything?
No.
I'm sure I'm missing something. Oh, birthdays and anniversaries, if you have them. Don't want to forget about those.
One moment, please. Oh my gosh, my phone's going crazy.
Those are passwords. We don't want to give those out on YouTube.
These are not passwords.
And Dylan left us. He got bored.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Yeah, we're good. All right. So, all right. We're going to get Dylan up, and we're going to start talking about some of his time in Korea. Recently promoted to staff sergeant. Couldn't be prouder of him. Recently promoted to full-time on the World Wrestling Vlog staff as well. And hoping to give him some on-the-job training virtually and maybe get him to start doing some content creation on the World Wrestling Vlog. I keep calling our channel Created a Freaking Channel, and I don't even call it by the right thing.
Well, yeah, you keep calling it that. And then last night when I was searching for it, I put in Worldwide. Nothing came up.
It's called Prestige Worldwide. Prestige Worldwide.
Oh, my gosh.
Boats and blanks. I gotta have. I'm not gonna say what it really says because we're not in the above PG time.
Yeah, it's got to be, I guess, after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Does it not really say blanks, boats, and what does it say? Whisper it. Oh yeah, don't say that.
It says house.
Just say blanks.
I love Step Brothers. I've watched that over. So
yeah, great movie.
Oh yeah, we watched.
On the count of three, what's your favorite dinosaur? 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor. Did we just become friends? I think we did. You want to go in the garage and do karate? Yes.
When we came back from our first cruise in January, we both had COVID. We had nothing to do except stay in the bed and sleep. So we watched Step Brothers at like 3 a.m. because we sleep all day and just whatever. Yeah.
I like the Stegosaurus. I think Landon's is the T-Rex. I'm pretty sure he likes T-Rex the best.
No, it's
Troy said,
any dinosaur.
Well, any dinosaur, but he always defaults to the T-Rex when he wants to chase me around.
Any dinosaur.
He's
stoned.
Right. All right. I saw Grandma had a comment here. Yeah. So Caden Gray Jones, just born. He was born on July 31st. Welcome to the world, little man. He was helped in and ushered into the world by his older sisters who unfortunately passed on from this world way too soon. But Caden is going to be a a great blessing, and it's definitely going to help Talara through. And beautiful baby, awesome. Couldn't be more proud.
Yeah.
All right. So if you haven't been with us for the first 2 installments, Dylan is stationed in Kunsan Air Base in Gunsan, Korea. Did I get it right?
Yep.
It only took 3 episodes, but I got it right.
Yes.
So, so we're going to share with you the 3rd leg of the trips that he's been on in this quarter of the year, which was Seoul, where he went to Latte World. He also went to the Korean Military Museum, and there's also some food pics. So we always got to have food pics.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's see. Come on, Josh. You can do it. All right. So this is the first. I think I'm in order, right?
Yeah.
So
this is like right outside of the hotel.
you guys got a set for real.
Yeah. I'm like, I gotta get a picture of that. No, I have no clue what this is, why it's there, anything. But
I got a feeling you only took this.
Let's see. I'm going to work on this one. So the circle is talking about the continuity of life and the perpetuosity of life, and the undercarriage represents prosperity and growth.
Yeah, that.
And fertility.
Yeah, I think that's right. I'm pretty sure that's right.
For those of y'all who have been missing Fermented Fridays, we're back.
Fermented Sunday.
It's a saucy Sunday. A saucy Sunday. Okay.
But we have to drink wine because.
Yeah, I got to drink wine because I'd like to live a few more years.
So this is the Korean War Museum. When we went, we were thinking that it was like the Korean War that we helped in like the 50s. Yeah, that's there, but this is like the Korean War Museum. So it's all Korea's wars.
Oh, wow.
Museum. Yeah. So it's like there's stuff way back, like BC, like it goes way back, but it's huge. This place is huge.
So Paul,
we were there for like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
The pronoun of importance there is a little wine. I don't know if a lot of wine.
I think it's like a glass of wine, but what's the difference in a glass of wine and a bottle of wine or not?
Well, it all depends on perspective. How big is the glass?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's better. I mean, otherwise I'd be sitting here drinking bourbon. This has to be better than sitting here drinking bourbon.
It's basically your fruit. It's just grapes.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
I'm drinking juice.
That's all it is. It's grape juice.
Dylan's like, holy crap.
Dylan's like, why did they invite me to this?
All right. So there's the greatest country on the face of the universe.
Yeah, America, right there.
Yeah.
You have this too high. I can't see anything.
Leave it alone.
No.
So really what I was trying to get a picture of in this was the mural that they've got like.
Oh, that mural up there?
Yeah. I guess it's kind of hard to see because it's stone, but yeah, they also got the flag right there, the United States flag. So they got all the flags for all the countries that helped in the Korean War.
Is that Caillou?
Hmm?
Is that Caillou on that picture? You remember the cartoon Caillou?
Yeah, I don't think it is, no.
Can you read that to us real quick?
Yeah, for real.
What's the UN one? So that's
the UN one
too.
They had the UN one there first, but then I don't really know why, but they did. And then they had the rest of the flags were in order of who sent the most troops, and America had like 3-4 times as many troops as Korea.
Yeah.
In the Korean
So
War.
what could you read all of the plaques or whatever? Like, could you?
Were they translated?
Oh, so America's
Yeah.
would be in Korean and then English.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
every country's would be in Korean and then that country's language.
So it's
Huh?
What did it say? Like, what did it? What did it?
It just went through like on the flag right there for America. It just went through what we did, how many troops we sent, how many troops we had that were killed in action, and it just pretty much gave a brief synopsis over what we participated, how we participated in the Korean War.
Well, that's good.
So Meg says a pint of wine is fine.
Yeah.
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 Wrong with that. It's okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. 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 See? Yeah, I mean that's cool. So it's cool how countries do things like that. When I went to Israel, in one of their museums, everything. So they understand kind of the lineage of the people that have, or the different. It's not the people, but the different ethnicities. That's a hard word to say. Ethnicities and countries and who that have came through there, right? So everything was Hebrew, English, Arabic, and there was one other I can't remember, but it's interesting, especially in Israel, because everybody kind of thinks Israel stands alone and they don't care about all these other countries, but they are very inclusive and understand that everyone, including the Islamic people in their country, have a right and deserve to be able to see their history. So I think that's kind of cool. It's cool that the Koreans do the same thing. Tony and Rachel, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in.
See, Meg says that she's drinking a pint of wine. So
I just put that up there. How much have you had to drink?
No, you put a pint should be fine. She put
Yeah. That's what
No, but she says she's drinking a pint of wine.
So Tommy, it's kind of cool. So just for a second, let me talk to you about the full circle of the Jackson and Moon family. So on my mother's side, we were the Jacksons. On my father's side, the Moons. And so both my Papa Moon and my Papa Jackson, they both served in the Korean War around that same time frame. So now Dylan's back up. Dylan's in Korea, and so a Moon is back in Korea, and it's still considered a wartime there because nothing ever ceased. So that's pretty interesting. And then my Grandpa Moon served at Fort Eustis as a stevedore in the United States Army, and now I work at Fort Eustis, Virginia. So it's kind of crazy how everything has came full circle for our families. It's kind of cool. And but yeah, both Jacksons and Moon served in Korea, and my Papa Moon served in Fort Eustis. So kind of cool. All right, let's see here. So next picture, there's the U.S. and you can kind of see now that that's getting a little closer. How that, so this says USA date of participation 1950, June 27th, 1950 through March of 1955, I think that says.
Yeah, I think so.
The amount of troops provided, total participants, which we had 1.78 million, 92,000 wounded in action, and 36,500 killed in action. No longer the forgotten war, and that's really cool. In the VFW post that I serve in, one of the chaplain there, he's almost, I think he's 82, 83 years old, and he served in the Korean War, and it bothers him that sometimes that war is forgotten about.
They're extremely grateful. You see stuff like this everywhere, like everywhere you go, there'll be like very similar monuments where they'll have like all the flags, the participants and stuff, and they'll always have America front and center. A lot of times they put America like ahead of themselves because they know that we did more. We had more troops here than they did, and even like in this museum, I don't know if I got pictures of it showing it or not, but like towards the end of the museum, they have the same kind of thing where they'll go through every country that helped in the Korean War, and everybody has their own little window pane of stuff, and then America has its own like hallway,
It's fine.
Like-
She's
Yeah.
Everybody's got like the little small. This is this country, and then America has a whole wall that's just for them because they know that how much we participated compared to other countries, but they're very very grateful.
So Meg says that her brother-in-law served in Korea, and thank him for his service for about 6 years. Wow, and he loved it there.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. I had a soldier that he ended up going over there, marrying a Filipino lady who lived in Korea, and they stayed there for almost 8 years. He just kept trying to find assignments because it's a lot of people don't want to stay over there, so he kept trying to find
Yeah, if you want to
assignments.
stay, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dylan really likes it, but being married with a kid, it's kind of like
I mean, I don't.
if you, if you're single,
you know,
it'd be
I don't
like,
want to. I'm not going to try to come back, but it's not that
Yeah.
bad. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, and we're this is completely a joke, but we're setting up a GoFundMe so we can get the $3,000 a person tickets to go over there and see it. So
Yeah.
if anybody wants to fund that,
We actually thought we'll go see him after 6 months, like halfway through. No.
it's like
they're-
$3,000. a
Yeah.
person.
so to keep everyone abreast of what's going on, and I do love being abreast. This is what's coming up next. Some Barefoot Sweet Red Blend.
I'll let you try that one first.
We're wine rookies, so don't make fun of us for drinking sweets. We'll get there one day.
The owner of the wine store told us that everybody starts sweet
Yeah.
and you work your way to the dries. So we're starting sweet.
This is the Barefoot Sweet Red Blend. Barefoot Sweet Red Blend is a smooth, sweet red wine blend with luscious aromas and flavors of black cherry and plum.
I wish we would have had the blue.
Hey, but you know
Sunday.
what? This pairs well with marinated flank steak, grilled vegetables, and all spicy treats. You're a spicy treat.
Thanks.
You all right, Dylan? Party on the Sea, welcome in. Thanks for coming in, friend. We appreciate you very much. Hey, and I'll tell you what, man, we are doing good tonight. We're at 20 thumbs up right now. You guys are 30 away from being able to see us take a spin on the Wheel of Doom. You're almost there. All right, what we got going on here, Dill?
Yeah, so like I said, it's all Korean Wars. So this is like way back. Yeah, it's like a Korean warship, but this is not to scale. It's down like I think it was like 5 times smaller than it would be, like a real one.
Cool though.
Yeah,
Looks
it
like
was
a
actually
rocket
it's
ship.
cool because you go up on the other side. There's little like stairs that you go up, and there was a window, and you could look inside. And they had like the cannons and everything. They were like this big because they're shrunk down. But
Because
The scale. Yeah.
but it was cool. It's just an old Korean warship, battleship from like it was like the 11 or 1200s or something.
wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, it looks a whole lot like a Viking ship.
Yeah. Well, Korea has been at war. Like, you go to this museum and you kind of feel bad for Korea because they have not had a break, like ever. They've pretty much been fighting off the Japanese or the Mongolians or the Chinese from the beginning of time. And then as soon as they got a break from them is when they started fighting North Korea. And now even though they're technically not at peace, this is the most like peaceful time they've had like in their history. It's right now.
Yeah, it's very similar to Israel in that way.
Yeah.
You know, Israel is surrounded by people who hate them, except for the country of Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like the relationship with Japan is good now, even though we spent like 3,000 years like
I don't think racially
each other.
it's good. From what I understand, like the Japanese, the Japanese kind of look down their nose at. I mean, the Oriental societies are very much like
yeah, it's like
hierarchical in their.
hierarchy.
Yeah.
But
And then you got the Chinese and the Japanese. You know, they're both trying to figure out who's on top. But the Mongols know that the Mongols are the best of all.
Yeah. You see, like
If
you
it
see
came down to hand-to-hand combat, the Mongols are going to get them.
yeah. You do see some like Japanese culture though in Korea. I mean, quite a bit actually. Like with sushi, like there's sushi's popular, and you see a lot of Japanese things around here. But then you do see some Chinese stuff too. But like the Chinese stuff, I don't know. Like there's a Chinese restaurant. Okay, there was a restaurant downtown that we were walking past, and like they had a blow up, like inflatable Asian man standing outside, and it was like extremely racist, like huge buck teeth. It was like we were like, oh my god, we're like, that is racist. And then we realized that it was a Chinese restaurant, and we were like, oh, now it makes sense because they don't really like Chinese, so
They're just
It's like they're in America in the 40s.
Yeah,
but I mean, also it's kind of weird, like. It's kind of weird because is there, what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
Their idea of racism is different from ours. I think, I think it's almost more classism in a way. It's weird,
yeah.
It's things that folks that travel a lot, and folks that are in the military that see these things see things different, because there's a lot of that goes on in the Middle East as well. Between the different countries, I heard it from the Pakis and the Afghanis. The Pakis look down their nose at the Afghanis, and and vice versa with Kuwaitis or Iraqis. They all think they're the best, and they're also they're very primitive and tribal as well. So it's where we get our feelings hurt over little things. It takes a lot for some countries to get their feelings hurt about certain stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I making sense? I'm not trying to be an apologist. I'm just, it's just the way it is. Well, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, Chastity will tell you I probably have too many going right now. I probably need to slim it down a little bit, but I had this idea. Mr. Beast inspired me, and I was like, well, hey, we can do all these different things. Problem is, I have a full-time job, so I can really only do one thing really well. I do one thing okay, and then everything else is just kind of falling by the wayside. So, and not to mention that I'm trying to get my master's, and we've got Dustin getting ready to go to school. Grandkids are here. I've got to take care of Chastity. Chastity is a handful to take care of herself. And, I got to keep this house clean because she won't clean.
Yeah, true.
You know that, right, Dylan? That she is.
Yeah.
The one thing, she does a lot of things well, but cleaning's not one of them, is it, Dylan?
All right.
Let the people know I'm lying, because I'll be sleeping on the couch a little bit. Yeah, it is some cool looking stuff. I'm jealous. That's one of my bucket list things, is to go to Korea. I'd love to see Korea. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can get a TDY over there while Dylan's still there. I don't know that the country of Korea would never be the same if me and Dylan go on a weekend tour of Seoul, I'm sure.
Yeah. I didn't even tell you about that one.
So what is it? Is this fly fishing, or what we got going on here?
Go back. I didn't even tell you about that last picture.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, you just get.
You got to keep me straight.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
looks like the tiger that was on the back of what was the character's name in Blades of Glory? Anyway.
Oh, I can't think of the names.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
That's a drum, though. That's a giant drum that was used to like call cadence for Korean infantry way back. But yeah, there was like an explanation on because it's the big one is like is the huge drum, and then there's like a smaller drum, but they all had like an explanation on like what they meant different things. Like they did, if you heard a sound from this one, it meant something, but it was cool because that thing was huge. That drum was huge.
That's how they drove their forces, was back in the line days when everybody followed in lines. The Americans did the same thing with trumpets and drums.
Yeah,
that was how you move the forces around. So I'm going to assume that what in the world, and I just put it all together because Danny says what in the world all the time, that this is Danny Griswold. Hey, Jeffrey's Angel. Hopefully we can be as entertaining as you are, Miss Jeffrey's Angel. We're trying. We're just trying to get on your level, but welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Armstrong Adventures is in here as well. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to have y'all. So glad to have y'all. And if you don't know, hit that thumbs up, because if we get to 50, we're gonna go on a spin on the Wheel of Doom. And what we want to see there is Chastity taking a shot of hot sauce. That's what we want to see.
You're spinning.
Yeah. Anything other than the molasses or the cinnamon. Stay away from those.
I could do the cinnamon. I could do the pickle juice, but I could not do the hot sauce right now.
You're a lady after my own heart. You got to give the people what they want. So what we got going on here, Dylan?
So this is around the time when Korea first started messing around with like gunpowder and explosives. So this is when they started strapping like little bits of gunpowder onto arrows, and then they said, well, the only way this can get better is if we just keep making them bigger. So like up at the top, that's like a 12-foot long arrow that they would load into a giant crossbow, and then it would be full of like 5 pounds of powder down there at the end.
Wait.
Those are bottle rockets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, what is that? So that's what is the bag? Where's their mouse? What is this?
You can't see that. You got to go on the middle tab. I'm trying to. So Chastity's gonna have to be running these lives next week.
That's what would be filled with gunpowder.
Okay, so is this where they throw it from?
Well, those are.
This is where they fill it.
The explosive throws it.
Okay, yeah. So what is this?
No. The explosive don't throw it either. It would be shot like an arrow. It's an arrow. Those are the feathers that keep it straight. And then its very back end would be the notch that would shoot it. The end, all the way on the left, will be filled with powder, lit.
That is.
And then by the time when it would hit, it would explode.
Oh.
How big is this right here? 2 feet?
Yeah, that would be like 5-10 pounds of gunpowder that they put in that thing. Yeah. Because that arrow's like 12 foot long.
That's what I'm talking about. Breaking necks and cashing checks.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend, Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Noakes. So, yeah, that's what we used to say. Sorry if it's crude, but it takes rough men to defend freedom. Rough men and women.
Oh, there's some weapons. Because they're showing all these, like,
checks, maybe. Hey.
This little area right here that I was in was like when they were first starting to experiment with new weapons and stuff. And there's some, you see some weapons there like that. That's rough.
Like this one, for instance.
I would hate
I've used some of these down here at the bottom to gig flounder with.
Yeah.
But I've never gigged a human.
Well, do you see up at the top right there, the thing with the little branches coming off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's like they call it like a war spear.
Oh my goodness.
All the little branches are razor blades. The branches
are those like little razor blades?
Yeah, they're razor blades coming off those branches.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That'll skin a feller up right there.
Yeah, and then it has a spearhead on the end. So
even though Danny's not paying attention to me, he gave it away here. It's definitely Danny. He says he's my friend, but he won't even respond when I say something. Andy didn't invite me to the live last night, so how much of a friend can he really be? That's the Predator. I know exactly what that is.
That's pretty cool. So this is actually supposed to be a demon, is what it is. It would go on the tops of like columns on houses and temples to pretty much scare people and keep them away.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool to see what like Koreans think of when they think of a demon. and like that's their image of a demon.
How big is this?
It's probably like, I don't know, maybe like a basketball size.
Yeah.
That reminds me of some of the stuff that I took pictures of in the
Lithuania.
Satan Museum in Lithuania.
Yeah.
Which
There
we
was
need to do that one night. We need to take people through the
satanic
Lithuania
museum.
satanic museum that I went to.
Yeah, this
Hey,
museum was
Junkyard
huge.
Gamer, welcome in. So, real quick, Junkyard Gamer, this is my son, Staff Sergeant Dylan Moon. He's stationed at Kunsan Air Base in Gunsan, South Korea, and these are things that he saw. These are pictures of things that he saw and did while he was in Seoul. All right, next. So I know exactly what this is. This is a Korean version of the Ten Commandments.
Yeah. No, these I forget what they call them. Forget the name for them. But you've seen a few of these. There's one outside I think I took a picture of that was like huge, but I forget the name of what they are. But they would just inscribe like what happened in a battle or whatever on these, and it was just like set in stone, like like it's not going to go anywhere. But it's cool to see. I forget what they called them, but there's writing all up and down it.
Yeah, that's cool. And you were telling us last week, so I'm going to scroll in here a little bit, but I'm noticing these lines. So is that indicating that it reads top to bottom, or is this still reading left to right, or do you know?
I don't really know, but
Well, I mean, that represents just like reading left or right.
yeah,
I mean they read left to right. We verified that last week, right?
Yeah, but
that's a good one, Danny. Yeah, we scrolled into the scroll.
But this is like ancient Korean, so like maybe they were doing top to bottom, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. I don't know how old this is, but where did everyone come from? And I think in China they read top to bottom.
That's like well over 1,000 years old.
Yeah, and most of the Korean people, I believe, and if you're Korean or Chinese, don't shoot me if I'm wrong here, but I believe the Korean people are descendants of the Chinese people. More implements of war.
Yeah, these are U.S. tanks from the.
He's got his cruise shirt on.
But this went through and showed this big floor out here. Showed all the different.
Come here, show everybody. He's got his cruise shirt on. He wants to show everybody his cruise shirt. Come here. He hasn't been on one yet, but as Dylan found out tonight, he's going on one.
Yeah.
He's got his Group for St. Jude shirt. Say, look at my shirt, everybody.
Say hi.
Dad, look at my shirt, Dad.
Yeah. Oh, hop over there, big boy. All right. So I'm sorry, Dylan. Go ahead.
Yeah, but this floor just went through all the big pieces of machinery and stuff that was used in the Korean War. But like it showed, like on this side was all the American stuff, and then on the other side was all the Russian stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's Russians, or
no? These are American.
The Tiger is that American?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Hey, Landon. Junkyard Gamer said that was a cool shirt. Okay, I'll tell him.
He said thank you.
All right.
Yeah,
He loves coming in here and turning on the live.
Yeah, on the right you got American, and then on the left is Russian.
Thanks, Meg. You see why she is the greatest moderator of all time. Thanks, Landon. We didn't want that on. Thank you.
What did it say?
Says that it's top to bottom and left to right for Chinese. ran out of German classes and dabbled in Chinese in college. If you happen to suffer from epilepsy like me, don't watch the live on air sign right now because Landon is flashing between on and off.
Yeah.
All right. So what we got? These are American tanks, right?
The one on the left is Russian, and the one on the right
okay.
is American.
Cool. That's cool.
So I should have to fix all these
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. So, real quick, here in about 5 minutes, which he's normally late, so go ahead and queue him up on YouTube in a separate tab. Get him going. That way he knows all y'all are there. But Scott with Kicking It Country will be coming on. We're definitely going to run late. I texted him and let him know that we're gonna be late, and we will be over there. But Scott with Kicking It Country, make sure we raid him after we get done here. But since this is the culmination event, I want to make sure we give Dylan plenty of time. But I also don't want to take views away from Scott. So
You have to go what Danny said here about Meg.
she is a pretty fart smeller.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Hey, you're walking on thin ice with Paul now. Don't be throwing out fake generalities and put downs. I think Paul could take you. What we got going on here, Dill?
That's P-51 Mustang.
You know whose favorite plane that is, don't you?
All right, I guess we'll leave that.
That's my favorite plane.
We're done.
Oh, is it?
I love the P-51. And if you don't know, if you go to one of those Top Gun schools where you pay and you get the dogfight and stuff, you will fly a P-51 Mustang when you go there. So these were the trainers that were used in, I want to say World War II. Yeah, World War II. And
They were trainers in World War II. They were
well, yeah, they were, but then they continued their use as trainers for jet fighters.
Yeah, but they were used in World War II and Korean War. Yeah.
I understand, Danny. I said earlier that Chastity keeps trying to get me to sign these papers that I'm like, I don't know what that is. I ain't signing it. She's trying to get me to. She's trying to get me to walk. All right, let's see here. What we got next? Oh,
that is that's the is that the Cadillac?
that's a caddy. Yeah.
Yeah, then that's the South Korean president's car.
Girls.
Yeah, that's the South Korean president's car from the 50s. The one next to it, I don't know if I got a picture of it or not. The one next to it was the North Koreans. Yeah.
See if this next. No.
No, I didn't get a picture of it because I like this one because it was a caddy and it's nice. And I didn't.
I believe that's a 55. Looking at the fins on the back.
Yeah, it went through. It showed you there's pictures because when they got it, it was in rough shape and it's been like completely restored and it's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's cool. I bet it was beefed up with some bulletproof.
Oh yeah, it weighs like 6,000 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hueys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
South Korean Hueys.
Yeah. This when we started getting into, I think the Vietnam War is around this time. I guess I didn't know that South Korea participated in the Vietnam War, but apparently they did.
But yeah, they were fighting the communist regime, and that communist regime was backed by China.
Yeah.
So they had a vested interest.
Yeah. So they had a pretty big.
Also part of the UN. So.
Yeah, they had a pretty big Vietnam War section in the museum, which I've always been interested in Vietnam War.
I know some of these weapons. I'm not going to say why I know some of these weapons, but I know some of them.
So this was, so there's a lot of, they'll show the U.S. stuff and they'll show Russian stuff and like compare them. So it's the same way with this. Everything on the right is U.S. weapons and everything on the left is Russian.
Yeah, I see some SKSs.
Yeah.
AK-74s, AK-47s.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they had a lot of different areas where they just had different weapons that were used on. I don't know. There was a lot of money in that place.
That looks like an integrated. No, I was going to say it looks like an integrated air defense system, but it's not.
No, it's it's
a
showing
fob.
you. Yeah, it's showing you like a base for the South Koreans in Vietnam, like
No doubt, Junkyard Gamer. No doubt.
their trench system that they would use. And, it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
actually
that's
pretty
really
big. The picture doesn't really do it justice. The thing was like 15 feet. Like,
Yeah, it looks like a sand table. I know you guys in the Air Force don't do these kind of things, but in the Army we would do sand table. So this is kind of like a sand table. It's very interesting to look at the wires there and the levels of penetration. And probably that lighted ring you see there is probably full of, I would say, some type of mine.
Yeah, there are mines everywhere.
Probably.
Yeah, it went through and showed you every different layer and what they all were supposed to do. But yeah, it was mined up pretty heavy.
Yeah,
I thought this was funny. It's a North Korean helmet.
Bulletproof helmet.
Bulletproof helmet. They circled the bullet hole.
Well, bulletproof only means to a certain caliber.
Yeah, well, it's the fact that they're like, yeah, this is they wanted you to see, here's a North Korean helmet, a North Korean bulletproof helmet that we were able to shoot a bullet through. Like, they want to make sure you knew that.
Yeah, common misconception is that bulletproof is bulletproof.
Yeah,
it's not really the truth. I won't go into the capabilities of bulletproof technology, but it's dependent on caliber and it's dependent on capacity.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to know. And I can tell you this: anything you can buy online is probably not the same as mil spec. It's probably something that did not pass a mil spec test and is now being sold online. So if you think you go out here and like walk through a hell of bullets, you're very wrong. All right, let's see what we got next here. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the United Nations like plaque, I guess. But it was cool. It was really
there
cool.
were so many people that died trying to cross or trying to defend the Chosin Reservoir.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. And then, we have a lot of people that follow this channel that are Australian. So Australia is mentioned here. New Zealand, we have a lot of New Zealanders as well. Just fantastic. We got a lot of Canadians. So essentially what you're seeing here is well, it says United Nations. So United Nations Force.
Yeah.
This right here was I mean, this is an emotional picture. So explain to us what this is.
So this is supposed to be dog tags representing everyone that was killed in the Korean War, and they've got them in the shape of a teardrop. And,
that's great.
It shows, like, if you can see the floor, I don't know if you can see or not, but this room is a circular room, and it's just dark, and all you hear is like the sound of a water drop, just drop.
Oh man,
drop, and
that
it's very like eerie, but it's cool. Yeah.
Wow. So I saw something similar to that when I was in Lithuania, and it was they had a monument that was dedicated to all the people who lost their lives between the Germany invasions and also when Russia was in control of Lithuania, and it was just piles of shoes and piles of jewelry of people who were executed. And I know it's terrible and it triggers people. But, it's kind of like 9/11. We never need to stop looking at that stuff because we need to remember. Yeah. Because, if you forget your history, you are definitely doomed to repeat it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Cool.
This is the outside area at the museum. Yeah, just a lot of aircraft and vehicles that I guess they couldn't fit inside, but it was cool. It was cool. I mean, there was a lot of stuff at this museum. This museum's huge.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely cool. Yeah, that's the other.
So, I mean, before we get into the nitty gritty of this, What's going on with this guy right here with like the crazy flare painted on it?
You know, I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know. It's different.
That's pretty wild. I like that paint on there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, it's the same little outdoor area. Just a bunch of stuff.
Hang on a second, Dylan. I'm sorry. I'm texting with one of our partner channels. Give me just a quick second here.
We'll go to the next one.
All right.
Yeah, this is another one of those, whatever they're called, I don't know what they're called. But this one was the one I was talking about. That's like huge.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like,
So is that as deep as it is wide right there?
what
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's square shape, like it's
Yeah.
and it's written on every side. Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, it was cool. But it showed you they had little like figures set up that showed how they would set these up, and like they would literally just tie ropes to them and pull them up, and because they didn't have technology back when they were doing this stuff, but it was just like pull just a little bit too hard and it's gonna fall right back on you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the so
That's
that's
a
like
warhead.
the monument. That's the Korean War monument that they have out there. It's like a spearhead,
Wow.
but it's huge.
So Meg said she was in Eastern Germany when 9/11 happened, 10 years after the wall fell. Super creepy. It was crazy. Of course, this was while I was reading 1984 and on my way, and my dad was on his way to New York City. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's,
Dang.
yeah. So 1984, a lot of, it's kind of wild. I mean, some of the stuff that you read in 1984, that is some good reading for young adults. I would encourage every young adult to read 1984 by Orson Welles for sure. You writing that down, Dylan?
Yeah.
Dylan was like, no.
All right. Hey, Space Needle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is out of the museum now. This is Seoul Tower. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it's the highest point in Seoul because it's on top of a mountain. So you have to take a trolley up to this point, and then you ride the elevator up to the top of that. But it was pretty cool. I got pictures inside that show you the view from up there.
So you take an elevator up to that point here. Yeah. It looks a lot like the needles that are at Busch Gardens and SeaWorld, but this piece moves on those.
Yeah.
You know how high that is by any chance?
I do not.
Way to go, Dylan.
He said he thinks it's the highest point, so it's pretty high.
But it's not the highest building because Lotte Tower is the highest building, but I think it might be because it's on the hill. It might be higher up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just a view from the top of the tower.
That is beautiful. Oh, so this is in the tower.
Yeah, this is from the top.
Yeah, that added context. Yeah. So do you know if like these mountains over here are some of those the ones that you visited before
Oh,
this?
no, they're not the ones that I climbed.
No, that's not Daedong.
No, not anywhere close.
And the landscape over there is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's very mountainous. I wasn't really expecting it. Oh, May's watching. He said the tower's 784 feet.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, May, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in.
Yeah, you can see the river there.
This is from the tower, too.
Yeah.
So what river is that? Do you know?
I don't know. Probably something I can't pronounce, but it runs through Seoul.
Yeah, I think the Chosin is closer to the parallel. So that, I'm sure that's not it's probably something that comes off of the Chosin.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. He's over there with you right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mason May, another proud to call him a friend. one of Dylan's best friends and fellow comrade in the U.S. Air Force over there in Korea right now. So, all right, let's see what we got next. More from the needle.
Yeah. What was cool about it was when you got up there, because I mean it's a circle, like up at the top, and each like window pane would show like a city and how far you were from that city. So like there, with America being as big as it is, there was like 4 or 5 of them. Once you got to a certain point, like these 4 and 5 were like America, like this way would be like Los Angeles and like Dallas, Atlanta, and New York. But
Oh yeah,
it would show you like however many thousands of miles or kilometers it was that way.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is
okay. Now I'm going to be honest with you, Dylan. I'm sure this tasted good, but this does not look tasty.
That does look good. That looks like
it's a fried pork. It's a pork cutlet.
yeah. That's
Really?
what it looked like.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Like
So there's
some kind of.
so this is more like a patty.
Yeah, it's like a pork chop. I mean, this
it's
the
kinda
first
like
place we ate
that.
at.
So if it's a pork dumpling, then that's probably kind of like
pork-
a
Pork cutlet.
Cutlet, like
cutlet.
a.
It's like schnitzel. It's kind of like a schnitzel.
Yeah.
But why did they put baked beans on there?
They didn't. That's just gravy.
baked beans and
That ain't baked beans. It's like gravy.
That?
that looks like
Oh.
pork and beans.
Oh yeah, those are baked beans. Yeah.
Pork and beans and rice.
Kimchi slaw?
Baked.
No, it's just it's their own kind of
potato
slaw that
salad.
they make. I like the slaw that they make here. It's different, but I like it. But this pork cutlet thing was like this big.
Tastes good. I mean,
It was like it was huge.
that's what
The
she said.
gravy looks good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good. Hey, cause this place is right outside of the tower, and we stopped in there and ate. And it was like the king. They had like pork cutlets, and then they had like king size pork cutlets. And I was like, let me get the king size, and it was huge. Yeah.
Is this the Bellagio?
Now this is in the train station, undersold.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is when you get off at the. We were taking the subway around in Seoul, and the stop that put you out at like Lotte Tower and Lotte World and stuff. It's like underneath the Lotte World like hotel. Is this little like.
Yeah,
This is where May stayed. May, Sam Iron.
I mean, that looks like something you would see in Vegas.
Seeing what?
Do you have the country on
In there.
your popcorn?
Yeah, they just burned some popcorn. Woo. Holy moly! All right, so here we go. Korean Disney World.
Yeah,
Fuck.
there's Lotte World. Yep, they got this. We think it's a red panda. Pretty sure is their Mickey Mouse. They got a red panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was excited for you to go to Latte World or Lotte.
What is it,
Yeah,
Dylan?
it was cool. Lotte World.
Lotte. That's
Well,
Lotte
first-
World.
No, that's Lotte Tower. That was before
Lotte
we went in. So that's the tallest tower in Korea. It's like it's one of the top 10 tallest towers in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some crazy architecture.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, May went up to the top of it.
Is this the entrance to Lotte World?
Yeah, this is when you first get into Lotte World. And it's just like in the middle of the city. So,
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a mall.
yeah. Well, you'll see like the first part of it is indoor. So,
Now, Junkyard Gamer, you hear traffic, but what you actually hear is
yeah, you're hearing jets.
lowest bidder U.S. government air conditioning in his barracks is what you
No, I
actually
got
hear.
I got the AC off because it's too loud. You're hearing jets.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you're hearing air traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that part of the world right now.
Yep. So this is me and May.
That's Mason May right there. I know that feller.
Yeah, that's him. But this is when you first go in. This is their little welcome to Lotte World thing.
Did you poke that guy's eye over there?
Oh my gosh.
Did you poke him in that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure did.
Why is this thing hugging balloons? I don't know.
I have no clue.
You don't keep up with the cartoons in Korea?
No, it just leads you to more questions and answers.
Oh, that's nice.
The first part of it's all indoors. There's one of the roller coasters is indoors. You can see the track to it right there. Or I think that might be like the.
So check this
tram.
out. So Dylan, this is something I didn't notice in
that's
the
what I
pictures
thought.
before. Uh-oh. We just went black screen. Okay. So this says it's Crystal Palace, and I don't know what that says underneath.
Probably says Crystal Palace.
But that looks a lot like Crystal Palace in the Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah, we didn't go in there or anything, so I didn't even pay much attention to it. But yeah,
I mean, if you look at this castle, so with the blue rooftops and stuff, I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure they're trying to be a little bit.
yeah,
like
yeah. I
Disney.
mean, for sure. I'm just saying,
But-
you know, it's kind of.
Yeah,
I noticed it when I first saw these pictures.
So that's a tram, not a roller coaster, right there.
I think that track is. There is one of the roller coasters is indoor those, and it runs like all around the inside of this park. It was pretty cool. I mean, I've rode indoor roller coasters before, but they're usually like, you know, in their own building. There's nothing else going on in there except the roller coaster. And that's the first one I ever rode that's like in between everything else. Like it's just it's
Epic.
cool.
So Junkyard Gamer is kind of asking, what is Lotte World? Is it their version of Disney World?
Yeah, pretty much. So Lotte is a company in South Korea, that they pretty much like they kind of like run the country. Honestly, like they have like they do everything. So like they have like Lotte World, and then they have like they have other theme parks and stuff across the country. But then like they have malls, like Lotte malls, and then there's Lotte Mart, which is like a Walmart, I guess. They all the grocery stores, they produce, like they manufacture drinks and food and all kinds of stuff. Like if you start looking at stuff, like you'll see Lotte on almost everything.
Yeah, the Doritos from our unboxing that we have, which if you guys want to see the unboxing, just go over to our YouTube channel, check out the unboxing. But the Doritos and the Cheetos had Lotte World on so it's like specially made for
the Milky's drinks, those also say Lotte on them.
Does it say Lotte or Lotte World?
It says Lotte.
Yeah.
Lotte. Yeah. I mean, you think about it, and when Disney made Disney World, it was, you know, just based off his last name. But now when you think of Disney World, it is a huge multi-conglomerate, multi-corporate, multi-country conglomerate. I mean, it's just, you know, so
what is Lotte? What is
it's
that?
just a company.
Is it some, I mean,
the name Latte?
Yeah.
Lotte.
I'm going to have to back out and come back in because I got a stupid public health safety alert, and now it's messed y'all's voices up. Give me a second.
Take your time. He has to do things for the Army or for the Air Force. So he's got to do his public health notification. I have to do this at work every day. I understand what he's going through. So they provide them with their Wi-Fi inside of the barracks there, so he doesn't have to pay for his Wi-Fi. However, he has to go through VPN and put up with these kind of things. So it's worth it to have free Wi-Fi.
Because you were out of the camera.
All right, let's go to the next picture here.
All right. Yeah, so this is when you get to the outdoor area. That's their castle, their Cinderella's castle. I mean, it's pretty nice. Like,
so you can't say that they're not trying to look like the castle.
Oh no, they're definitely definitely trying to be Disney World. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was nice. Like it's about like the quality of the rides and like the size of the park. I'd put it like just below a Six Flags, honestly. But it is cool, and it's like $50. So it's 50,000 won to get in, which is like $45. And we paid for the the Express Fast Pass thing, which is another 50,001. So we ended up paying 100,001 to get in and get our little Fast Passes. And
It sounds like so
like 80
much.
bucks.
They're just
Yeah,
out there just making it rain with one.
yeah, we paid 100,000.
100,000 to get in here.
So the way their Fast Passes work are different than like Disney or Universal. You get a wristband and you have 5 little punches, and so you only get to use it 5 times. But because of that, so there's like, the thing is there's like 5 big rides. So, and they told us like use it for these 5 rides, and we did. And because you only have so many people, like, because a lot of times you'll see like Disney, you know, you'll get in your Fast Pass line, but it'll still be 45 minutes because everybody's.
Sometimes the Fast Pass line's longer than the regular line.
Yeah. But like here, because you're limited on how many you can use, people save them. So like when you use your little punch, you go right to the front of the line.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, no, they got amusement park food figured out here because they were like they figured out how to it's awesome. I mean, yeah, we can just put the food in the drink, and because this was like it was like
Wait,
teriyaki chicken
my
on
gosh.
top.
Yeah,
It is.
that's the drink.
That's the drink. Food
Yeah.
on top. That's
Yeah.
so
It's
smart.
awesome. Yeah. And
What
like
is
there's
the food?
quite a bit of food in there. It's like chicken nuggets with sauce on it, and then there was fries below that, and then there was like tortilla chips below that.
I mean, I can see your hand there.
I
That
really
is
can't
a
believe
large
Dis-
amount right there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't believe Disney World hasn't done this. This is smart.
Yeah, no, it is very smart. It's
That's a lotte food.
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on.
Ah! All right, Chas needs a refill.
Oh my gosh.
Glub, 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 glub. Hey, Dylan, we got your wife drunk on Moscato yesterday at the beach.
Yeah. Well, it takes about 2 glasses of wine, and that'll do her in. So
Well, she had more than 2 glasses.
yeah.
We drank a gallon of wine at the beach yesterday.
2 gallons.
I thought this is a half gallon.
Oh yeah, a gallon. We bought 2 half gallons. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. Let's see here. Yeah, this is all of us that went out together to
Hanging
Love
out
Table.
with people who are Dodgers fans, man.
Yeah, I know.
At least he's wearing a Mookie Betts jersey.
He's from LA, but
Yeah, but he's
That's
wearing
cool.
he's wearing the Pride of Tennessee Mookie Betts
yeah,
jersey.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. We Braves fans around here.
So I don't think I've got any pictures of like the big rides that we did. So I'll just like kind of go through them right quick. There's a roller coaster inside. The roller coaster inside, I think it was called the French Revolution. I'm pretty sure it was called.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's
It was a
go
pretty
around.
good little roller coaster though. Like I mean, it was indoors, but it had inversions and
Was it
stuff.
a dark
It was,
roller coaster?
no, it was like it just ran along inside. Like it would go right next to the Ferris wheel and everything inside. Like it was cool. But then they had another one. So me and Santmeyer, he's the guy on the left. Me and Santmeyer are like don't really do good with like motion sickness.
Navy blue.
Yeah.
I
But
hear
me and
about
him,
that all the time. So
yeah, me, May, and Santmeyer hang out quite a bit.
yeah.
But me and Santmeyer don't really do good with motion sickness or anything like that.
I don't know where you get that from.
Yeah, but so one of the other rides, it was that we were supposed to use our little fast pass on because it was busy and there was a long line. It was indoor and it was like a dark ride, and me and Sam were like, I don't know, I feel like that's probably gonna be something that spins. And then we were like, no, it's a roller coaster. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. So we went down there and we skipped the line. And when we got up and saw the train come in, it was a roller coaster, but all of the carts were on their own little hinges and spun individually. And it wasn't like on a motor. It was just if you're going around a turn and you were weighted down on one side, then you're spinning.
So
And
you
so
know that
me
when
and
we
Sam
go
were
to
like,
Epcot,
Yeah, it's
when we go to Epcot, the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster is one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we rode that, and so when we rode that one, May and Santmeyer rode together, and they are bigger guys, so they like weighted down on each side, and then like Torres, he rode by himself, so all the weight was on one side. So when we were going around tight turns, Torres is just Woo! Yeah. And then it was
What's
the same way
up,
'cause I was-
Darian? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Army Strong. Yeah, I got in the be all that you can be, and then I ended up being Army Strong at the end. But
Yeah.
and now it's an army of one, which if you're an old school soldier, that goes against everything Army. But anyway. Yeah, welcome in, Darian. Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
I
Darian
rode-
was in the Army. So
But I rode that one with Pam's, and she's small, and
good
I mean,
night,
I'm
Jump
short,
Guard.
but I'm not skinny.
And you're,
So it was the same way when I rode with her.
well, y'all probably just like sitting still.
No, because I weighed it down on one side. So.
Oh, so it was like that. You remember that ride
It
we
was,
rode in St. Louis, Six Flags St. Louis? It was the Tony Hawk skateboard ride, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like that was based on whoever was the heaviest in the car.
So when you ride with a kid, no, like you rode with Dylan or
Oh,
Dustin,
extra
and
large
I
fat
rode-
ass got all
and
that.
I rode with whichever Dylan or Dustin won. And we're
Yeah.
like obviously heavier than the kids, so like it's just
Heavier.
heavier. So can you go in the castle there?
Yeah, you walk through the castle. That's where I sent you all that picture of that suit of armor that I didn't send for this because I didn't feel it was appropriate. But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can walk through the castle. It's
So
cool.
they
They
had
just have like some suits of
worlds like
armor and stuff in
Disney
there.
World,
They
too,
have
it
some
looks like.
swords and whatnot.
So this was Ice World.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We didn't do it, but what they're advertising there, Ice World, is in the indoor part. So we were on technically the second floor. There was 3 floors to the indoor part. The second floor is where the roller coasters and all that was. The third floor, you go up to that, and there's restaurants and stuff up there, and that's how you get outside. But then the bottom floor, which we didn't go to, is a ice skating rink.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
So
But,
are all these like their resorts, or is that just hotels back there, or what is that?
That's just hotels and stuff. There is a Lotte World Hotel though. That's where May and Sam and Torres stayed. So Lotte World's kind of like it's more than just the theme park. It's a whole area. Like, yeah.
Where'd you stay?
We stayed, me, People's Lab, and Pam's. We stayed on the other side of the river, and so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
In
But,
a van down by the river.
Anyway, so there was the other roller coaster they had. I don't remember the name of it, but it was the best ride they had, the best roller coaster they had. It was really cool. It was like the one at SeaWorld that's like a water ride / roller coaster kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about? The like Atlantis one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that almost, but it was more roller coaster, I guess. But the way that one worked is like you sat on your seat and you held handlebars like you're on a motorcycle, and man, it was one of the ones that just shot you out of the
Wait a minute,
tunnel.
have you rode Hagrid yet?
No, but it was similar to like what that's supposed to be like.
Yeah,
But,
we got to take you to Universal Studios.
Yeah.
You
It
got
was
to
very
ride.
cool.
He's 22. We don't get.
Yeah.
We're gonna take him.
Well,
Anyway.
he gets the cheapest tickets anyway now.
Yeah.
Well, you can
But
take
that
us.
roller coaster was cool, and then they also had one of the best drop towers that I've like ever been on. We rode it a few times because it was really good drop tower. It's got a really good view from it. Like it spins as it goes up. And,
Yeah.
So you get to see everything, and
So
it's up there.
for the first time in 20 years, we actually liked the not the drop tower. The
Oh, Hollywood Tower of Terror.
yes.
Yeah.
See, I've always liked drop towers.
Yeah, we used to send you and Dustin to go do that on your own. That was the only thing we didn't ride.
Oh no, I still cussed it. I cussed it
Yeah.
every time.
But I actually liked it, and I'm gonna start doing it from now
I
on.
call it
like
an MFer and
He-
an SOB
yeah.
every time.
Yeah, he's just
I
screaming.
like drop towers.
I'm elbowing him. Stop! There's kids in here.
I
There's
can't help
little
it.
kids in here. There's 2-year-olds in here. Stop
I can't help
cussing.
it. I can't help it. Now this right here That looks good. There's some big old prawns right there. That's some BAPs, big ass prawns.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
So this
big.
was at night. This was the last night in Seoul. We ate at the Lotte Mall. So first, let me tell you about Lotte Mall and the one in Seoul. It's ridiculous. It's like, I don't even know how many stories tall. I didn't spend a dime in there except for food because it was all designer, everything. There was no way. There was nothing in there that I was going to be spending money on, but it was the most like ornate mall I've ever seen. Like, it was
Bing, bing,
very
bing. Big word
But,
of the night. Ornate.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. But this place was in the mall. It was an Indian restaurant.
I'm sorry, Dylan.
I know. But
Dylan's like, I'm so glad my 3 weeks are up.
but I'd never had Indian food before until we ate here. It was my first time trying Indian food.
You didn't go with us when we went to that one Indian restaurant in Clarksville?
So like, I mean, we've got
Never had
Cherokee in it, so you've had Indian food, Dylan.
Yeah, I've had Indian food, but this is
Oh, you're
different
talking.
kind. Yeah.
No,
Lord, I apologize.
we went to the one restaurant.
Yeah, we went to Tandoor.
He
Remember?
didn't. He might not have went with
Yeah,
us.
he
I
might
never-
have been there.
I think it was just
This is the
me
first time I ever had Indian food. So this was the appetizer. We had the
Indian food's good.
the
and
salad
him. I didn't like it. It's kind of
and
spicy.
these giant prawns. And then if you go to the next picture, because we all just got different curries, and it came with naan, and then we all just kind of like tried everybody else's curries. But yeah, it was really good. It's not anything like I expected. I expected it to be like crazy spicy, and it's really not. Like yeah, it's spicy because there's a lot of spices in it, but it's not like hot temperature.
Well, you know
What is this?
that's Gordon Ramsay's favorite type of food. Is
That was just like a little stir fry. There was lamb,
meat,
a
like
lamb
steak?
stir fry. No,
Okay.
lamb.
Yeah, okay.
But is that so? The shrimp was tandoori shrimp, wasn't it?
I'm sure.
I mean, that's usually so. The tandoori is like the Indian way of grilling things. I think it's called tandoori.
No,
They
okay.
put the shrimp on these long sticks and they stick them down into pots of fire, and that's how they cook them.
No, I got you. Yeah, I mean it was good.
They make their own bread with the bubble.
Her phone's
Yeah.
dead.
It's
Come here.
What do you need?
Hang on, Dustin's coming in for a sec. Come in, say hey to the people. The people, give the people what they want.
So
Come on in here and say hi.
we say that everybody thinks that Dylan's real because he's been on so much, but like we think everybody thinks Dustin's fake.
Dustin's not fake. This is his. This is why you don't see him.
This is our actual son.
So he was playing his
Hey,
collegiate
she's coming on.
baseball with the Suffolk Voyagers. So, and we're gonna have. So is it next week or the week after?
I don't know.
One of the
Yeah,
live
so-
streams coming up. We're going to talk about his move.
No, that's this coming
Yeah,
Sunday.
Yeah, so we're
We
moving
moved him out Friday.
He started his baseball workouts. He's playing college baseball at Kent Junior College in Franklin, Virginia, starting 14th of August.
Yeah,
Yeah.
14.
Yeah. So fastest kid in the state of Virginia.
Fifth fastest.
Well, that was the last time PBR recorded you when you're a sophomore.
Yeah.
But you ran faster than that from home almost to second during the state championship.
It's so weird because I mean he's 18 and he don't even want to hang out with his parents ever. It's weird.
Hey, we love him so much.
Speaking of that,
Look at this dirty. What's this dirty stuff on your face? Hey,
Speaking-
welcome in, San Van. G'day, g'day, g'day.
Okay. Love you, bud.
I love y'all.
Hey, we're here for you, buddy. We try to, everybody in the Moonlight Mafia, we want to see you guys
I
grow.
love you.
So anytime we can help you out, San Van, let us know. So I'm going to bring this down, stop sharing. That way we can get Dylan big here again. And we need to kind of close this out because we need to go over to Brother Scott.
Do you have him up?
Who, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've went 35 minutes over our time, and we appreciate Brother Scott doing that for us. And if he ever needs us to cut it short, we'll cut it short for him. But all I would ask from the folks that are still here, even if you don't stay on, please follow this link, which I am going to pin to the top of the chat. Oh, I forgot to pop the chat out. Give me just a second. So I'm going to pin that link to the top of the chat. What I ask you guys to do is follow that link over, drop in, say something in the chat, give him a thumbs up. It'll help him out a ton. It won't cost you a dime.
It's tonight when they're doing their.
Yeah, they're doing Q&A, so they're going. It's kind of like a truth
He
or
said
dare
they've
thing
been on
doing.
for a year, and
Yeah.
they're just like a ask questions about them in case you want to know something about them.
He said, "Hey, Grandma." But
he,
yeah, so
he
Scott's
whispered in
up
my
now.
ear, "Can I go ride around?"
But we have right now. We're down to 15 folks. We've ran that many people off. If you 15 folks would please go over and just drop in the chat and say, Moonlight Adventures Raid, give Scott a thumbs up and support him. Consider liking and subscribing because they are fantastic folks. Fantastic folks.
Yep.
Carp's Homestead, they are new folks. They're new to the Moonlight Mafia. Welcome in. Another fantastic channel. Go over there, like and subscribe them. Like and subscribe to them because they are good folks and they deserve your support. Thank you, Ford Man, as always, one of our greatest supporters, one of our greatest friends. Close to cruise time for him, and I know he's starting to get healthier, and that is a blessing, and we're thankful for that. We are also thankful for you, Dylan. We love you so much. I hope you know how much we love you. Dylan's getting ready to find out how much we love him, or Dustin is getting ready to find out how much we love him and how much we've done for him, which you've already learned those lessons. But
Yeah.
but he is on his own next week. He's going to learn those hard lessons.
Not on his own. We're paying for his
He ain't
apartment,
on his own.
tuition, for his food, for everything.
He's on his own.
He's actually going to be living on his own, but we're going to be doing every single thing for him. He's not going to be on his own.
But that's the most on his own.
He's going to be living by himself without mom and daddy. We'll be paying for his house.
Yeah, without mama and daddy. But Mama's going to go over there. And
I was joking with him. I said, "I'm going to come and see you every other day." And he said, "Okay, good. That'll be good. That'll be good. That'll be fine."
Yeah, we're very different.
Yeah. What? You wouldn't want me to come and see you every other day?
Let me tell you something.
Well, by his age, I was on my own, and I was paying all my own bills, and I was working 2 jobs.
But Dylan, let me tell you something. Your son is a lot like Dustin.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm well aware.
Hey, you don't know what it's like to cook a meal. And Kaylee says he loves
sausage.
He loves spaghetti. He likes sausage. And you fix him a plate of spaghetti, and you set it down, and he goes, ugh, ugh, ugh. I was like, oh
Brett.
my gosh.
But again, he gets away with it. He gets away with so much more than y'all did.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan, we love you. We appreciate you. And
I love y'all too.
over there. I know it's getting hot in that part of the country or that part of the world. Just keep your head on a swivel. And you know that I know a lot of things before you know it, even though I'm over here. So I try to, be sure.
At least somebody knows what's going on, though.
I knew what was going on before you probably knew what was going on from this past week. But anyway,
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, but we can have the conversation when I get home.
Yeah.
It's an interesting past few weeks.
But just from my experiences and from what I know on a daily basis, if there's anything that you need me to hit you up. There's Grandma saying she loves you. And
You too, Grandma.
Miss Meg saying thank you, Dylan. Dylan can definitely, he covets your prayers. We all covet your prayers. Everybody needs to be praying for each other, but thank and pray for him. Again, on our Facebook page, if you haven't joined our Facebook page, please do so. But you'll be able to find, she wants to. So if you will go to the Facebook page, you'll be able to find Dylan's address, and you can send him a care package if you choose to do that. You can also find his email address if you want to send him well wishes via the interwebs. But, hey, Dylan and Kaylee are going to come in here and sign off with us, and tell Dylan good night.
Dustin.
Landon.
Landon, come see Dada. Say bye-bye, Dada. Good night.
Dustin.
Hey. Night, Dada, and give him blowing kisses.
Raise up, Landon. You're too short.
Mwah, Dada.
Give them
Say
kisses.
bye.
Night, Dada.
Mwah.
Bye.
Tell
Grandma
grandma.
night
Tell
night.
Grandma night night. Say love you.
Love you.
Love
Yeah.
you. Good job.
He's eating popcorn.
Hey, we love you so much, Dylan. Kaylee,
Yeah.
you got some time here. What do you want to say to
Hey, I love you.
him? we love Kaylee a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
what was it today that you messed up? You messed something up today. I
Huh?
don't remember. I keep giving her a hard time. You know how I am. Kaylee thought I hated her for like the first 2 years they were together because I'm so dry with my humor. But she gets it now. But anyway. But yeah.
I don't remember what.
I don't know. It was
It
something. I
was
was like,
something.
I know I kept saying, good job, Kaylee. Way to go, Kaylee.
I don't know.
Hey, Captain Billy J, thanks for deciding to come in. I mean, daggum. You're my first mate on the World Wrestling Vlog. But you can't show up to this. You hurt my
There was
feelings.
something else I wanted to tell y'all about.
I'm kidding.
There was something else I wanted to tell y'all about with Soul and Lotte World.
Yeah.
So I smoke, unfortunately, but they don't like smoking in Korea, but everybody smokes in Korea. Like half the Koreans smoke.
Really?
But yeah, no,
I did
smoking's
not
a big thing in Korea. Yeah, no, they all smoke, but
Huh.
you cannot smoke in public in Korea. Like around here, like
Really?
in Gunsan, because it's in
That's good. I like
sticks.
that.
Well, like here in Gunsan, they don't really care because it's kind of the sticks. But like in Seoul, you cannot smoke in public. They have smoking areas the same way we do, but the smoking areas in Seoul or any smoking areas you see in Korea, they're not open. You can smoke. You can't smoke over here, but you can smoke in this open area. No, they have smoking closets pretty much. It's like a room about the size of my dorm that 50 Koreans will pack into and smoke their cigarettes. And what it is really is it's a deterrent to keep people from smoking because I went in there to hit my vape and I was like, no, I'm good.
You can't even vape in public?
Well, I mean, you can sneak it, but if you want to actually be able to like hit it, then like you have to go into the smoking rooms where there's like 50
So,
Koreans packed in there
outdoors?
smoking cigarettes.
Outdoors, they have an indoor place for some like
Yes,
that big.
They'll have a
That's
confined
crazy.
room. But what it is it's they don't want people smoking
yeah.
outside and it being nasty and people being around it. And then also it's a deterrent to smoke because if you smoke and you want to smoke, then you have to go in this nasty freaking smoking box with a bunch of other
Everybody
people
else.
that are smoking.
Well, good.
That's
Which
what
it seemed
y'all
like the
supposed to do.
Koreans don't really care. They're probably used to it. But like me and my buddies, we went in there and we were like, no, we're good. Nah.
I wish they had that here.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense, really. Like,
Yeah. It cut.
It's better
cut
than
down
just
on
being like,
smoking.
yeah.
So hey guys, yeah, Grandma says that's like the restaurants were 40 years ago. Hey, so this is something that I don't normally bring up because I don't, but this does. It's not cheap to do this, and I don't. We're going to keep doing it no matter how much it costs. But we have a few subscribers that have joined the Patreon. Meg is promoting the Patreon here. Join it; it's fun. Now that we've reached 500, we're actually at 510, and thank you guys so much. We'll be able to start work on our community tab. And oh, by the way, we have Zazzle now. So far we have a T-shirt, a beer koozie, we have a shot glass, and a coffee mug. Go on over there, check it out, and a sticker. And we have a sticker. It's a vinyl sticker, so it won't rub off. You can put it on your water bottles, put it on your car, put it on your laptop, whatever you want to do. But Dylan, we love you and thank you so much. We're going to bring both of us down. And hey, so I'm going to keep you up so y'all can talk and stuff because the connection's good. But hey, for you guys in the chat and for the Moonlight Mafia, get out there, make the world a better place. Bless up, bless out. We love you. Moonlight Adventures. We're out.
Bye.